Hi people, TS here, just doing my preview for Newcastle versus Arsenal in the Premier League. Um, Newcastle coming off three back-to-back wins, and they'll definitely be up for this game. Arsenal coming off a decent run as well. Most notably, their most recent game was against CSK Moscow, which in the first leg they did destroy them 4-1, and the second leg on Thursday evening ended 2-2, with Arsenal going through on aggregate. I think one of the key not concerns, but from that game was that our man of the match for that game was Mohamed Elneny, but he will obviously be banned for this game due to him receiving a red card in the previous Premier League fixture. So, bearing that in mind, I'll go straight into the starting lineup. In goal would be Petr Cech. Reason being is, he's the main goalkeeper at the club, and I can't see Ospina anywhere near the team at the moment, and I highly doubt that Macy's going to have to come into goal to start a Premier League fixture. I don't really see that happening. As the right back, I'll be going with Hector Bellerin. Key reason is he's the main right back, and he needs a run of form just to keep himself ticking over and well for our semi-final games in the Europa League, and hopefully if we get through the semi-final, then the final. At left back, I'd be going with Kolasinac. I just feel that it'll be good for him to get a few games in now towards the end of the season, and that's why I'd be picking Kolasinac. The two centre halves, first one I'll be going with is Callum Chambers. Reason being, I think he's coming along quite decent at the moment, and I feel that he's been one of our quite form players at the moment. Alongside him is a defender who hasn't been in good form at all, and that's Mustafi. But I really don't see Koscielny playing 2 games in 4 days due to how injury crocked he is, and I wouldn't be playing Chambers and Holden as the pair of them because I feel they'd be liable to mistakes. In front of them, first one, like I mentioned before, it's a bit of a shame. Elneny got his ban, so therefore he misses this game. I feel it would have been good for him to kick on. He's decent run of form the last few games that he's played. So whether Xhaka is fit or not, who knows? I think Xhaka would have been pivotal for this game. If he can play, then you put Granit Xhaka in. If not, you probably go with a midfield 2 of Wilshere and Ramsey. I know Wilshere hasn't been in the best run of form recently, but if you don't play Wilshere alongside Ramsey, I think the only other person who probably would get a shout would be like a Joe Willock. But a Premier League game maybe a bit too much for the lad already, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to put someone in. So we'll see what the boss decides to go with on the day. In front of the midfield 2, off the right hand side, I'll be going with Reece Nelson. Now, he had his Premier League debut last week. Sometimes he did look, quite like he wasn't at this pace level football yet. But you're never going to know what someone's capable of until they're given a chance. I think from now to the end of the season, it'll be good for him to get a run in the team, and that can set him up for whatever is destined for him for the next season. Playing just behind the front man, I'll be going with Mesut Ozil. Didn't have the best game against CSK Moscow on Thursday evening, but I definitely feel this is a guy that can create stuff, and everyone knows what Mesut Ozil's capable of when he's on his A game. So more or less enough said on that. Playing off the left hand side, it's the left hand side, but it'll be drifting in, cutting in, and you can probably rotate with the front man as well. Would be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang likes coming in off that left hand side, and we know how clinical he is in front of goal. So it'll be good to see him start this game. And reason I'll be having Aubameyang on the left is for Alexandre Lacazette to start up top. So it'll be good to have a game where we can see these guys play together fully. Hopefully they're both getting like a full 90 minutes. It all kind of really depends on how the game's going. Whether Wenger's going to sub Lacazette at 70 minutes as he likes to do. But that would be my starting 11 for the game. I can expect the bench to kind of look something like the following. Probably be Matt Macey in goal. Like I said, hasn't been any sighting of David Ospina of recent. So yeah, I can expect to probably see Matt Macey in goal, or on the bench as the goalkeeper in case something happens to Czech. I can expect to see Rob Holding and Monreal, for defensive reasons. If Wilshere plays alongside Ramsey in that midfield, most likely you'd see someone like Maitland-Niles, who has played most of the season defensively, but he can slot in as a central midfielder, which is his natural position. I expect to see him on the bench. And for attacking purposes, guys like Iwobi, who in his last Premier League game was outstanding. Danny Welbeck, which in his last 2 games has been outstanding. I think he'll be a great impact from the bench if we require it. And as the young striker, Eddie Nketiah, I feel, if we're doing well in the game, it would be good for him to get a good run out, maybe 20 to 25 minutes, maybe even more. To see just him to get a run in the Premier League. I think that definitely would be a good options for us. That's the starting lineup and bench I'd go for this game. I think Arsenal should win this game. I think Newcastle will give it a try, but I still think Arsenal should win this game by 3-1. Please let me know down in the comment section below what your team would be, what you think your bench would be, and also what your score prediction is. If you haven't already done so, subscribe, follow the page, follow us on Instagram, and we'll catch you later.